Hello dear friends and welcome to today's tutorial. This is a beginner's tutorial for PowerPoint or PPT. In this case I'll be using PowerPoint version of 2019. So if you're using another version it may look a little bit different, but everything should be working as I'm going to show you during this session. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So for us to be able to open PowerPoint, we need to come here down at the start button and type PowerPoint. Another shortcut that you can use is type just PPT. It will open, and this is the application that you can be able to open if you have installed Microsoft Office in your computer. If you have not installed, it will not be visible from your side. Then we click Start. Then the PowerPoint will start, and this may take some seconds depending on the internet or on the computer speed of your machine or how fast your machine is, so that it can be able to start. For my case, it will take some few seconds for it to start. So this is how it appears when you are opening it, and the PowerPoint will open just normally like any other application. And when it opens, this is how it looks if you have been using it. But if you haven't been using the PowerPoint, it will appear like this. So in PowerPoint, there are already made templates that you can be able to use. For example, if you are doing welcome to PowerPoint, sorry for that, welcome to PowerPoint, you can be able to select one, then you can be able to this one is the first one that you can be able to select, and it will explain everything that you need to know about PowerPoint. You can also select others that you need, but in this case we will not be able to do that. We just select blank presentation. So when you select blank presentation, it will open like this. And when it opens like this, what you'll be able to see is click here to under title, and down there you can be able to see click here to under subtitle. Another thing that you're supposed to know is that at the top here we have tabs, and tabs we have File tab, Home tab, Insert, Design, Transition, Animation, Slideshow, Review, and View, and Help. Then under each and every tab we have a ribbon. This is a ribbon which contains a subgroups. For example, a group of clipboard, slides, font, paragraph, drawings, etc., and so on and so forth. So for example, in this case, these are the tabs, then we have ribbons, then we have groups. Then in each and every group we have several buttons that you can be able to use. So if you open PowerPoint for the first time, this is how it will look like. But in this session I'll show you how to do everything, literally everything, using PowerPoint. So the first thing is that we are going to click here to add a title. For example, you can say computer underwear or computer class. Then the subtitle will be computer underwear. So if you can be able to do that, it means that you have successfully entered data into the PowerPoint for your first time, and the data that you have been able to enter, or the text that you have been able to enter, that is computer class, and the subtitle for the class is computer underwear that we'll be looking at. So for example, you have typed that and you want to insert another slide so that you can continue typing more content to your presentation. How can you be able to do that? So for you to do that, just click new slide or select the drop down menu there, so that you can be able to open these other types of slides that you want to open. So for me, I select this title and content slide. So we have so many of them: title and title slide. You have title and content, session bar, you have two content, you have comparison, you have title only, you have blank, you have content with caption, then we have so on and so forth. So for me, I'll select title and content. So for example, in this case, I can be able to type, for example, one of the computer underwear parts that will be able to stand is input devices. Then after typing that, down there I can be able now to enter more and more content that I wish to enter. For example, I can write keyboard, then I can be able to enter mouse, I can be able to enter scanners, so on and so forth. I can type a lot of content inside there as I wish. Then if I want another slide, I can just click another new slide. Then I can be able to type, for example, output devices. Then I'll be able to enter, for example, I can have printers. Then I can have speakers. I can have screen. Or monitor. I can continue typing as much as I wish to. Then, for example, let's say, for example, I want to insert another one, for example, comparison. So this one I can say, for example, the difference between input and output devices. Then down here, I can now use this format for me to be able to compare or to do comparison between the two. For example, I can say input devices. Then on this other side, I can say output devices. Then after typing that, down here I can write, for example, input devices gets data into the computer. Then this one you can say displays the output to the user. That is a comparison. Now let's take, for example, you want to insert maybe a picture in your presentation. You just come here, then we can still select this one. So I can say, for example, here output devices. Then I can be able to insert a photo. For me to be able to do that, I can, for example, here we have so many icons that I can be able to use. For example, I can select either a photo from my computer. That is when I click this one. It will open an option for me to input a photo from my computer. And for me to be able to input a photo from my computer, I can browse through my photos. If I can't be able to find the photo that I wish to use, then I can select another different folder that I wish, that I know I can have that photo. Then I can be able to select the photo, then click insert. So basically that's how you can be able to insert a photo. Then you can move your photo in any position that you wish to have it. Then you can size your photo, you can enlarge it, you can make it smaller, or any way that you wish to do with your photo. Then let's take, for example, I want to insert another photo. Then I can just insert another photo, but this time round I wish to insert a photo that is not in my PC. I want to insert an online photo. So I come here, insert, then pictures. Then when I click pictures, it will give you an option to insert a photo from online. When I click online, so for you to be able to use this function, you must be able to, you must be connected to the internet for you to be able to insert a photo from the online. So for me, if you have two options here, you can insert a photo from website, or you can insert it from OneDrive if you have stored some photos in your OneDrive. But for me, I want to select one from online. So I want to have output devices in, or just output devices. Then you click enter after typing that. So it will take some time for it to browse. It's just like you are browsing the normal browsing. Then here it will give you these ones. So for example, I see this one have all the output devices that I wish to have. Then you select the photo, then you click insert. then you click insert. It will take some seconds, then the photo will be inserted successfully. So basically that's how you can you can put text in your computer. That is how you can be able to insert photos. Also, I'll show you another way you can be able to insert maybe a chart. So for example, I can come back here to insert, then we have seen about these ones. We can also insert a table. So for example, this is a table. I can be able to insert that table and enter any data that I wish to enter in that table. Then I can give the title of that slide. Then another thing, I can be able to insert maybe smart art, charts, so on and so forth. I will not be able to show everything in that case, but also we can be able to insert a video from online. So let's take for example, I enter a new slide, then I come here and select insert, then I click video, then from online. So when you select from online, you must have a URL for your video. So for example, I can minimize this so that I can be able to get the URL. So for example, I can open Chrome. Then after opening Chrome, I will be able to go there, take the URL of a video, maybe a YouTube video, then insert it to our presentation. For example, I can type there YouTube, then click enter. Then after clicking enter, I'll just go maybe into my YouTube channel, select a video, insert the video. So for example, if you wish to get into our YouTube channel, you just go to YouTube search bar, then you type maybe you can come here to the YouTube search bar. Then after coming to YouTube search bar, just a minute, it is, then type GTech Solutions, then KE. So after typing GTech Solutions KE, then you click enter. Then you click enter. After clicking enter, it will take some minutes for it to open. So this is our YouTube channel. The first one that appears is our YouTube channel. So maybe if this is your first time to visit our YouTube channel, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and share our videos so that you can and turn on the notification so that you can be able to see all the videos that we post each and every day, or the videos that we upload regularly. So maybe you wanted to embed a video, maybe this video that I want to embed in my YouTube, so I can just into my slides. So I just come here,
how do you
copy
do that?
the video URL,
down here at the
copy
start.
the video URL. Then I'll pause this. I don't want it to play as I'm recording this one. Then I minimize. Then I come here and paste the video URL. Then click insert. So when I click insert, it will show some preview, but I'll not wait for that. Then I click insert. It will insert the video into my presentation, and this may take some seconds. If the video is very long, it will take some seconds for it to download the video to the PowerPoint. So we give it some minutes for it to download the video to our presentation, so that you can be able to use either this video maybe later when we are not even connected to the internet. So it can take any period, but be sure it will import if you are connected to the internet. So for our case, it has already embedded the video. This is the video, so you can resize the video any size that you wish to. And for example, if you click open, if you click play, it will open the video into maybe a browser. So since I don't want us to open that video in a browser, so I'll just skip that. Then we proceed now. Let me close this. It is dragging my machine. So I'll close this. Oh, sorry for that. It is taking some time. My machine is hanging, so I'll cancel this. I don't want to save yet. So then after doing that, you can be able to add more and more slides. So I'll not continue adding more slides. I'll just move to the next to the next method, whereby I'll be showing you how to design now your, let's take for example you have prepared your presentation and now you want to design to use transition animations and how to slideshow. So maybe we want to design our presentation. So when you click this the design tab, you will be able to see so many designs that have already been done there, and if you click the drop down menu, you can be able to see there are so many of them. So for example, if I take this one, you can see how my presentation looks like. If for example I take another one, this is how my presentation will look like. If I take this one, this is how my presentation will look like. Then, so you'll realize that after selecting a given design, it is applying to all your slides in the presentation. It is applying to all slides in your presentation. So after you have selected the favorite one that you wish to use, then we can move to the transition. So basically, transition is used to show how the data or how the text appears in your screen when you are presenting. For example, if I select this data, and select wipe, then it shows that this is how the data will appear into my presentation. For example, this slide, how will it appear in my presentation when I'm presenting? So maybe this first slide, it will appear as a wipe. Then I move to the next one, then maybe I can select split. When I select split, that is how it will appear. Or this is how it will appear if I select wheel. If I select cut, that's how it will appear. If I select random bars, that's how it will appear. Then I'll also continue and select some few more. So I'll select them randomly, but for you, you can be able to select the way you wish to have them. So then I'll select this one, then I'll select this one, being my last one. So you can select the drop down menu so that you can be able to see the more versions that are available in that session. Then now after selecting all the transitions that I need, the transition we have said that is how slides appear during your presentation. Then you can be able also to style how the text appears during your presentation. For example, how will this text, for example, computer class appear during my presentation? How will this computer underwear appear during my presentation? So for example, I can select this, then select animation. When I select animation, there are so many options down here appear. Then we have fade, we have fly in, we have float, we have split, and so on. So for example, when you click float, fly in, then you can be able to see how it appears. It flies into your presentation. Then how this other one will appear. I can click here and just show more. Then I can grow. Then I can say grow. That's how it will appear during my presentation. Then you can select some few more to see how they will appear during your presentation. How they will appear during your presentation. So I can also select these ones. Then I can say, for example, I want them to do this. Then after selecting all, I will not select everything. I will not do everything, so you can be able to take your time and try to see how it will appear during your presentation, how it will appear as you present or as you do your work. So this is how basically you can be able to prepare your presentation. The next thing that I will show you how to do is how to insert maybe a footer, and also how to insert dates and slide numbers. So for you to be able to do this, you come here to footers, and after selecting footers, it will give you this one. So for you, if you want to have dates and time at the base of your presentation, select that one. Then select slide and number. Then you can select a footer that you want to include. For example, I can input GTech. In that case, it will GTech will appear in each and every slide. So don't show on title slide. You can select that. If you wish it to show on each and every slide starting from the first one, it can be able to show. Another thing is here, update automatically. For example, you have selected dates and time. Do you want to update automatically? You can also select the date format that you wish to use. Another thing is that it is fixed, so it will not be updating automatically. The dates will remain fixed, so you can be able to use that. Then you can also look at this one, other things that you wish to use, but for us this one is enough. So apply to all. So basically you realize that each and every slide now has been applied for this whatever we have done into our work. So the next thing that I'll be able to do is that I'll show you how you can be able to present now your work during or how you can be able to present this work. So then I will come here and select slideshow. Then when you select slideshow, you have several options here. You can present, or you can present from the beginning. From the current slide, you can present online, you can custom slideshow, you can set up a slideshow, you can add some slides, you can also record your slideshow. So for example, let's say let us look at this, how you can be able to add a slide. So for example, I don't want this slide to appear during my presentation. What I'll be able to do is just click and the slide. Then you realize that the slide number has been cancelled, meaning that this slide will not be visible during your presentation. And let us start our presentation from the beginning. This is how, that is the transition. That is the transition. When you click next, so for you to be able to move to the next, let's go back a little bit. For you to be able to display the text or to move to the next slide, you are supposed to click either forward arrow, or you can click enter or spacebar for you to be able to do that. So we select a transition for this one to fly in, this one is to grow, then you can click next, then next, that is the type that we selected. Then we realize that the next slide has been jumped, or the next slide will not appear. That is slide that talks about that is talking about output devices, that, but you realize that each and every slide is visible from this point. So then you can be able to find a slide or do all the things that we have been able to see during our today's class. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to